Vincent. Kotajic picks it up and fires it forward, and here you go, India down the left-hand side, and it's still with Talvinder. Pereira. Hildreth to Ho Garcia. There is Froze. There's Paul Bundy, Canada coach. And they've given possession away again. Chopper, the guilty party, and off the stick into the face of Manpreet Singh. I think it came off the stick of Panesar, did it? It was purely accidental. Let's have another look at it. Off Johnston, in fact.
Okay, you right? Yeah, nasty ones those. Off the defender's stick. Not much you could do about it. He should be okay. A few minutes on the bench, maybe patch up any cut, and we'll be back on soon, I'm sure.
Manpreet just no, he's fine. Doesn't even want the ice. Having a chat with the former captain, Sadar. Pardeep Moore drops it out. Nice ball to Pardeep Moore, and there's space down this right-hand side, and Ramandeep will pick up on the reverse. Good jab tackle from Brandon Pereira. Pardeep Moore.
Really nice transfer play from India. Looks like they're going to try and be pretty patient against this compact defence. They're not going to rush the ball. They know they're probably going to have a fair bit of possession in this match.
This half-court press from Canada will suit them down to the ground, because they're not going to have to expend as much energy as they would otherwise. The full-court press, excuse me, with the Pakistan game tomorrow. Under the foot of Tana Curran, play on. And Harjeet plays a lovely ball and picked up by Sumit. And Sumit will take the sideline ball.
Yeah, you're right, Charlie. I think Canada will be happy to sit back in this into this half-court press. We did see when they got the opportunity, when they've got the opportunity to spring the full press, they will. They've already done that. I think the key to the way that Canada play, are able to hit teams on the counter at pace and really sort of spring attacks from deep.
Oh, look at that possession for India. Carter with what, 3 saves in the game so far? Well, 2 saves and one that's beaten him. Now Chinglen Sana looking for the penalty corner, plays it in, and
no play. Thank you.
Froze just about keeps his feet out of the way.
No, we're talking.
Sumit, a late replacement for the squad. Sadbir into Ramandeep, and Akashdeep has got there in front of Carter, and it is Canada 0, India 2. David Carter left exposed, he had to come, but it's the sublime skill of Akashdeep that doubles the lead.
What a finish, and I love that from Ramandeep. So Ramandeep fires that ball. It's blind, it looks like it's speculative, but it's not. It's right down that far post line. Akashdeep just adds the finishing touch, angles his stick, deflects it over the on-rushing Carter. Fantastic finish.
10 seconds again. You start. Yeah, fine, no worries.
Akashdeep gets his second goal of the tournament from Roland Altmans. But I spoke to him before the tournament, and he was very concerned that they had plenty of possession, but they weren't converting, they weren't scoring enough. Their conversion rate was around 20%. He wanted it higher. Well, it's a lot higher today. And India have clicked nicely at the start of this one.
And this is the challenge now for Canada. How do they turn this game around? How do they get back to the standard they reached on their first game? And really, it's about upping that intensity when they've got the ball. So in defence, they'll be happy just to keep, save some legs, hold in half court. But really, when they've got the ball, we want to see some fast attacking moves.
Curran spins on a sixpence and then continues on his way down that left flank. Pereira, Tupper, back to Pereira, offering short is Mark Pearson, wins the free hit, Pearson takes, fires it into the circle, and for Akash Chikte, but on the team sheet it has Vikas Daya in goal for India, but it's definitely Akash Chikte who's in goal. Yeah, number 2, Akash Chikte.
That's good.
So,
okay.
Apologies for the stumble on the keeper's name, just threw me a little bit. Manpreet Singh plays it forward and Akash Deep couldn't quite get there.
Manpreet back on the field after a little knock to the mouth. Seems to be fine, no repercussions from that one.
Hayes Davies, a 19-year-old, 2011 Champions Trophy. Manpreet Singh. Skipper the men's junior team for India as well as the senior side now. Pearson spinning one way and then the other. Pearson has support outside, finds it now. Chance here as it's rifled in by Suki Banasar. It's behind for a long corner, aiming for Sarmento.
Good. Play.
Akash Deep, Smythe, lifts it into the body of Kotajit. Chinglansana, Surinder Kumar, just gets it out from underneath his feet and plays it down to Mandeep Singh. Mandeep leaves the free hit for Chinglansana. Kumar, Sumit, Harmanpreet. He's looking for the big ball down, but inside goes for Harjeet. In it comes, and the charge down. It was Kotajit who was playing it in. And they need the ball further across to where the infringement actually took place. David Tomlinson in New Zealand blowing at the Canadian defensive end for this half. The other umpire's Paul Walker. He's on the far side. Hasn't had much to do, Paul Walker, in this one. Pereira, Harmanpreet makes it very easy. They both seem to be running different lines, but you get the free hit. Kotajit, Harjeet, Surinder Kumar.
I feel like we're not quite seeing the support runs that we saw from Canada's first game. So against Pakistan, once they turned over the ball, there's always that intensity to go to support at pace.
Maybe that's because they know what India possess.
Yeah, very true. Maybe they're thinking a little bit more about the sort of counter cover. But I just want to see a little bit more intensity in the support runs. It doesn't have to be 4 or 5 people around them. It can just be 2 or 3 people. Keep the cover in behind.
It's quite a big gap, isn't there, between the Canada back line and the Canada forward line. There's only Brandon Pereira down in front of us that's trying to link the two. It's a very difficult Keegan Pereira, sorry, down in front of us that's trying to link the two. Difficult ask, isn't it, to link defence with attack when there's no one in the middle.
It certainly is, and of course the thing which Canada did so well in the first game against Pakistan was those successful 50-yard balls which actually cut through, maybe 2 lines of the Pakistan defence. They're not able to do this because India are a little bit more organised in terms of their structure.
That's the end of the first quarter, and it is a quarter that saw India score on the 5th and 10th minutes. SV Sunil and Akashdeep giving India a worthy lead against Canada after the first quarter. The scoreline reads Canada 0, India 2, and it's a lead that India very much deserve. Okay, let's have another look at the goals then. Here's the first one. And Harmanpreet fired in, from SV Sunil. And then it's a really scrappy one, and Sunil on the goal line fires it across and off the foot of Balraj Panesar. There it is, off the left boot. Nothing David Carter can do about that. And there's not really much you can do about the second one. Lovely ball. It's the pace of that ball, wasn't it? It wasn't hit too hard. It was the perfect pace to allow Akashdeep to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a perfect ball from Ramandeep. I think the fact that it's blind as well, and it shows that they've really got that understanding between the forwards there, that they can fire it in knowing that Akashdeep, or whoever the other forward might be at the time, but it was Akashdeep on this occasion, is going to be there to pop it in.
So the quarter-time chat done and dusted, and I think Mike has Roland Daltman.
Yeah, I certainly do. Roland, a positive start. Your assessment of that first quarter?
Yeah, I think we tried to do what we discussed up front. We tried to follow our game plan, and I think it was successful so far. Let's see if Canada is able to change that, but I was pleased with the performance of my team in the first quarter.
Keep going. Well done.
Thank you.
Rarely satisfied or happy, Roland Daltman. So that's about probably as good as you get, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. He's he doesn't give a huge amount away. He still wants to make sure that his team keep pushing. The last thing they want now is to concede the goal. Makes it a tight game from here on in.
It would make it unnecessarily tight because Canada really have offered very little by way of goal threat as of yet. Kept in play by Ho Garcia, and now maybe here's an opportunity for Canada. Sarmente just ran away from him, and stick tackle gives away possession. Moore. Hildreth hasn't given him 5, but a chance here for Harji to spread it wide to Akashdeep. Akashdeep into the circle, and SV Sunil can't quite control it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass into the D. Akashdeep just coming off his man nicely, couldn't quite control the ball.
Tupper and Son, who saw a lot of the ball, didn't he, in the game yesterday, but hasn't seen so much so far in this one.
Yeah, really interesting to see him drop back into that sort of deep midfield position. He obviously feels like he's starved of some possession here.
So there's Coach Khawaja and Umar Bhutta just having a little chat. They're obviously doing their prep for Pakistan-India tomorrow. Interesting, he's got Umar Bhutta next to him, and not his skipper.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether we'll have to get confirmation. Was it definitely Bhutta?
Yeah. He might not be wearing number 14 on his back today, but it looked very much like Umar Bhutta to me. Yes. Happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
Okay. Ramandeep threatens. Oh, lovely pass, Sadaf! I'm not even sure it wasn't kicked in by one of the Canadian defenders, but Carter's beaten for a third time. India walking it into the Canada net. Canada 0, India 3.
Well, again, it's coming from a turnover in that deep midfield position. Sunil makes a lovely pass under the arm. Sardar needs to do very little, really, other than keep his stick on the ball. It's actually Ramandeep, makes the pass under the arm. Looks almost blind. There's a tackle from behind. It was Frost that was trying to get in there with the tackle. And I think, to be honest, it probably would have been a penalty stroke if the goal hadn't gone in. But Sardar was strong enough.
He's smiling now. And it is as comfortable as the scoreline would suggest, isn't it, Simon?
Yeah, it really is. It's we're not seeing the Canada team really string together enough passes to actually gain any momentum at the moment. The interesting thing now, I think, is how India actually go about the rest of this match. If it continues like this and they put another goal in, how do they play? We've obviously got Pakistan coming up tomorrow in a massive game. So it'll be interesting to see whether they start resting players, whether they want to try and pull back to half court and save the legs as well.
Having said that, they haven't really got out of... They have not near top gear at all, are they? Kotajit! It's front of Carter! And Canada get the free out. Another melee in front of Carter. Mandeep is there with Sunil. Goal scorers across the bottom. As you can see, Sunil, Akashdeep and Sardar. Topper, Johnston. Nice work from Sunil. He's got some skill on him, hasn't he, SV Sunil? At the pace he runs, the skill set he has, it's phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is one of the best players in the world in terms of running at pace with the ball under control. Unfortunately for him, he didn't quite manage to make the connection there as he's leading through, and that's the difficulty for a defender. Once you lose a player, once they're leading through, that's when it gets really dangerous.
Hanasar dropping it out to Curran. Tupper froze. This is probably Canada's longest spell with the ball, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Certainly feels like it. Tupper. Johnston. First time into the foot of Sunil.
There just doesn't quite seem to be the urgency which they had against Pakistan. Every time the ball went dead, every time the ball would be on the move, onto the next player and try and beat that first line of defence.
You just saw there the possession stats. It was, what, 3/4 a quarter, India in the first quarter, and now Canada just have over half. Comes up off the stick of Pereira.
Yeah, they're coming back into, they're sort of growing a little bit of confidence. You'd hope that they would be able to continue to just maintain possession initially. It doesn't necessarily have to convert them into chances at the moment. They need to get the stick on the ball, make passes, try and build some momentum in their play.
Ball down the sideline.
Wait.
Sideline ball for Canada. Now, chance perhaps for Canada to threaten the goal of Akash Chikte. Just about heard the call in time. I think he was making his way off for a substitution, wasn't he, Sunil? Yes, he was. Look at that, no circle penetrations yet for Canada.
And seven shots for India from 9 circle entries, which is a pretty good return, to be honest.
And 3 goals. Smythe battling against Surinder Kumar. Pereira. Tyler Curran up against Akash Deep, and Curran wins the free hit. Back it will come from Johnston. Panasar to Pereira, nice turn by Pereira. Summit with a couple of jag tackles. Pereira still going and wins the free hit. Good running from Keegan Pereira. Curran.
Keep an eye here, yeah.
Johnston. Oh dear, right onto the stick of Ramandeep. But they've got to stop giving the ball away so cheaply, Canada.
Yeah, I just felt there that they were starting to gain a bit of momentum. Lovely run from Panasar, knocked it through the legs of the defender, and straight away they went for the quick free hit, tried to get the ball in play, and that hopefully shows they're going to try and inject a little bit of pace into the game.
Here's Brendan Bissett. Brandon Pereira. Scott Tupper. Sarmento, nothing in front of him. Absolutely no options for Sarmento going forward. Pereira, and again, Pereira has no options going forward. Curran's got space. Has he got a pass? Samit. Kotajit. Kotajit, lovely ball from Kotajit. Ramandeep just takes it on to Akash Deep. Akash Deep. If there's someone in the Indian side that's got the 3D skills to win a penalty corner in that situation, it is number 27, Akash Deep Singh. He's waiting for him, isn't he?
Yeah, it's all he's looking for, really, just waiting for Johnson to get that stick on the floor, reduces his mobility, just dinks it over the stick, onto the foot, easy chalk corner.
Top of the circle. So Jasjeet, who came in as a replacement for Rupinder Pal. So one penalty corner expert for another, and Jasjeet slings it wide.
So no Harmanpreet on the field for that. So hence why Jasjeet was on the top of the D for the strike. Didn't really get hold of it. Went for high. Went for the top corner.
Tupper. Bissett. Pearson, excuse me. Pearson and Hey Garcia. 2 balls on. 100th cap for